Alrighty, everybody. So, this is an extremely, like, super important topic to talk about, and it couldn't wait any longer to go unnoticed and not talked about. Okay, because obviously, there's been a lot of cheating going on. Okay, especially in the sport. There's a lot of cheating going on in the sports world, and it's gotta stop. Right? It just can't happen any longer than it is. It's terrible. So, this is a tool guide for you on how to not cheat, how to not steal within any setting that you may be in. Okay, so this is a leader's tool guide brought to you by me right on your screen, so that way you do not fall in the same trap as the MLB, the Major League Baseball, and the NFL, the National Football League. Okay, so let's dive in so you know how to not do the mistakes that they did so many times before. Okay, so oh my god, it just ticks me off. So obviously the biggest moment right now, okay, and that I am actually freaking ecstatic about. I am so excited. I'm so happy this happened, right? The New York Yankees cheated miserably, okay? I know I keep talking about this over and over and over again. And then you had the leader, okay, the MLB commissioner, the head honcho of the MLB. It's like, so the commissioner of the, so for those of you who don't follow sports, it's okay. It's fine. We all have those days, right? So the MLB is the commissioner of the MLB, of the Major League Baseball organization. Okay, the cheating organization. Okay, so the commissioner is essentially the CEO, right, or the CEO slash owner. That's essentially the title equivalent. Okay, so you had the top dog in the MLB helping the Yankees out, okay? And they were the commissioner was like, oh yeah, it's okay. Go ahead, buddy. You can do that. That's fine. Okay? I know other teams are doing the same thing as well, but you know what? We'll let you guys slide, and then we'll punish the other teams because you know what? The problem, I saw a graph right within an article yet the other day that said how the New York Yankees are the highest valued team in the MLB, okay? So that essentially means that they're the wealthiest team in the Major League Baseball organization, okay? So first was the New York Yankees, a lot of money, okay? Like a lot of freaking money, okay? They're freaking wealthy. Um, so I think they were valued around $5 million or so. Okay, and then you had the Dodgers. I think they were at the Dodgers were pretty high up there. Okay, and then you had the Red Sox at third. Okay, um, so the Yankees are the highest essentially the Yankees are the highest value. Oops, sorry. So the Yankees are the highest valued team in Major League Baseball, and the commissioner knew that. So if you thought that the cheating scandal within the Major League Baseball was just all the surface stuff that you've been hearing about, you're wrong. Okay? The commissioner knew and knows that the New York Yankees has the most amount of money out of every other team in the organization. So he was like, I need to protect that, okay? I need to have the Yankees on my side so nothing happens with them and they don't get mad at me, and therefore, we can be best buddies, right? We can be like fantastic friends. So that way, we can, ride off in the sunset on our unicorns that poop out rainbows, and everybody's happy in La La Land, okay? And both sides knew that, okay? So there they go, the New York Yankees had the worst cheating scandal since God knows when, for literally 100 years at least, okay? And the commissioner's like, ha ha ha, let's go cheat, yay. We're all gonna be best friends, and nobody's gonna ever find out until, guess what? Everyone found out, okay? So now the New York Yankees are screwed, okay? They're just in so much trouble at this point, okay? The commissioner of the Major League Baseball organizations, he's done, okay? He's just freaking out of there, like, so fast, okay? His job is just ruined. His life is all messed up, okay? And then, so that's the premise behind the MLB, okay? That's what's really coming out of there. And then the NFL, okay? The NFL is a hot spot for cheaters, okay? The NFL is a breeding ground for cheaters. It is a breeding ground for monsters, okay? And what better way to describe that than the monster that is the commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell. That kind of rhymes. Imagine that, folks. Imagine that. Just what a coincidence. Ooh, that works out wicked well. Perfectly well. Extremely well. So, it's unfortunate that all this cheating, all these scandals are going on within the National Football League. And the Roger Goodell, he essentially promotes it, okay? And I really don't want to go. Well, no, I kind of have to go in depth to it, because the biggest thing that I can think of, and I know I've talked extensively about this. This is what I constantly preach about, and these two subjects go hand in hand. Is the Deflategate scandal and how Roger Goodell did not give a crap about his job. Okay? He essentially did not do anything whatsoever. He basically looked at himself in the mirror. He's like, you know what? I'm just not even gonna try. And yeah, that Deflategate scenario, as well as every other scenario that he's been involved with, slipped away from him, folks, okay? So, in the long and the short of it, right? Because I know I talked about, this is a leader's tool guide on how to not cheat like the NFL and the MLB do on a daily basis, right? So, if you're, most importantly, if you're an executive in essentially any company, if you see something that's not right, okay, even if it's in its early, even if a situation is in its earliest stages, and you don't have to be a higher up executive to notice this, right? I don't care if you're on the lowest part of the totem pole or if you're the freaking owner of the company, okay? If you see something, say something, right? So if you see something that's not the way it should be, aka somebody not doing their job, aka somebody literally cheating and not trying to take shortcuts that aren't supposed to be taken in order to not properly perform their job the way it should be done, okay? Something needs to be said about it. Okay? So go to somebody in your company that is trained and knows how to professionally take care of this and say something. The hammer, okay? I'm from Boston. It's not hammer, it's hammer. The hammer needs to be put down on this stuff, okay? Because if companies around the country and around the globe try to replicate what the NFL and the MLB are trying to do, okay, America is truly going to be a failure, okay? Because the MLB right now is just failing. It's failing itself, really. And that's another thing, too. If you want to know how to get deals done, one thing to look at is the MLB, because the MLB is a perfect portrayal of how to not get a deal done, okay? Because the MLB cannot get their season underway because they're just failing in every single phase of the deal. They don't know how to negotiate. They don't even know how to make a deal to begin with, because if they knew how to make a deal, guess what? They would have figured something out months ago. And guess what? The MLB might have even been playing right now. Okay? So if you want to know how to not do something, look at the MLB and look at the NFL, okay? So those are two things right there, okay? On how to essentially not cheat, okay? Number one thing is know when to put the hammer down, know how to put the hammer down, okay? Because if you see something that's not right within your organization, it needs to be taken care of right away, okay? And if it's not taken care of right away, the company's done. Like I'll save you guys. I'll save y'all like a ton of time. If you let things go on the way it shouldn't be done, your company's over. Okay, it's just screwed. You're game over. Might as well have the company pack up everything and just leave. Just be irrelevant, because that's what happened with the MLB, right? They had the commissioner and the New York Yankees tag team this thing, right? They had the two of them work on this thing, and I'm sure some other higher up executives knew about this, but nobody did anything about it. They were like, oh yeah, we'll let this slide. We won't, this is out of our pay grade. I don't care if it's out of your pay grade, because you know what? If you're somebody who notices cheating at its source, you're gonna be a freaking hero, okay? And guess what? You're gonna benefit from it greatly. So put the hammer down, okay? Know how to negotiate, know how to make a deal, okay? So those are the two biggest things that you need to get out of this tool guide for leaders who don't want to cheat, who don't want to have a company that revolves around a crappy situation like the MLB or the NFL. So there you go. You are welcome.